I've never had a carbon car for that same reason. It looks too much like dirty.
So yeah, welcome back. Herzlich willkommen zurück. Erstmal zum neuen TheSatinCrew-Video. Shmee ist auch mit am Start heute.
Hello.
Wie geht's dir?
No, we'll speak in English.
No, I have to do it every time. Just a little bit of German because I love you speaking German.
Ich kann nicht Deutsch sprechen.
Doch, kannst du.
Sehr gut.
Yeah. So basically, welcome back. It's been a while. The last time you were here, I had your STO for a while.
Yeah.
And the Luxus.
And the cool thing is, the last time, the best coloured car in your garage was the Visitor, and the best coloured car in your garage is the Visitor.
What about Lewis's car though?
That's a nice colour.
You like it?
That's a nice colour. I prefer blue. I'm a blue guy.
Yeah. You should really look at the paint quality on his BMW though. Like, absolutely mint.
Yeah?
You know, like the surface of like an orange, right? That's...
Okay, perfect.
yeah.
It's as sharp and clean and tidy as the AMG GTR then.
Exactly, because like some collectors actually use their cars. Not meaning you do.
I was about to say, are you telling me I don't?
Exactly, yeah.
Have you seen the weather outside?
It's fucking shit, as always.
It's snowy, it's wet, it's horrible. I mean, that's why this looks like this.
But you know what's funny actually about this looking like that?
Yeah.
Throwback to you having your AMG GTR, taking it to the snow, is basically exactly that.
That was a fun time, because you know when I got the original AMG GTR, it was the beginning of winter, 2017. It's a long time ago. Came straight to Germany with it, had it in Frankfurt, and there was snow, and it was perfect. And with winter tires, I always found it amazing how that's a high-powered rear-wheel drive car.
How good it is.
But still how good it was, and how easy and usable it was. So I can see why you've made this complete mess of it, which, you know, looks the same color as satin carbon fiber.
Yeah, thank you, Tim. Thank you, Tim.
So you've had a free upgrade.
Yeah. That was the whole plan with it, you know. I wanted to go away from the black, and it's a bit beige on the side. So it's a bit nicer. Yeah,
it's like what you pay ad personam to do on a Lamborghini. You know, the paint.
Exactly. That's what it is, and I got it for free.
And you got it for free.
Just saying.
Winning solution.
It is, but we always say for that car, just an example, it's the best value for money supercar you can buy.
For sure, right now.
It's such a good, solid car, which always works.
And the current values are crazy. They're
going up.
Well, the current values are about the same as I sold mine for 4 years ago.
It's crazy.
And that's what I find mad about it. I lost a ton of money, like anybody who sold one when it was still quite new. Yeah. But it's stayed so firm since, because Mercedes didn't actually make very many GTRs.
So true, yeah.
There's not that many. I think the GTR is rarer than like a Ferrari 812.
Probably.
Which is crazy to think about.
That's very crazy.
Talking of which, why is there no Ferrari?
The thing is, the viewers are going to absolutely hate me for saying it, but I'm not going to talk about it on camera.
Well, they're not going to hate you because they won't know why.
No, they do, because we said that since like a year already.
Okay.
So in every video is basically, why is there no Ferrari?
Oh, really?
Yeah, literally every video.
Everybody make sure you ask in every future video why there's no Ferrari.
It's not going to be a reason to buy one, not going to lie. But bringing us to a perfect point, right?
The perfect point that is the Purosangue.
Yes, the car with a very weird name. A car which is, I guess, misunderstood in some ways.
It's already very misunderstood.
Yeah.
Because people try and compare this to like SUVs, right? People try and compare it to the Urus Performante, to the DBX 707, to cars that you know already without having to think what that car's point is, what the purpose of it is. And it's almost like how much you love the Dallara, because you're not trying to say it's for this. You're using it for what it is made for. And that's
driving to Goodwood non-stop.
In the rain.
Exactly.
Perfect. Perfect purpose. Next time you want to do that journey, one of these would be better for you.
I don't think so, actually.
It's
less fun. Less sunburns, less headaches.
This is your definition of fun. We have very different definitions, clearly.
Yes.
I enjoy comfort, nice V12, high-end for feeling. The thing with this is, the way I've described it is like, it's still a Super GT. It's still like an 812 Superfast, but with more seats and more luggage space and a higher seating position.
So a Lusso.
I mean, that's the point of the Lusso. But the Lusso was that to the F12. So this is that to the 812. Yeah. 6.5 V12, the way the gearbox, you've heard it, the way the gearbox shifts is perfection. Yeah. Sounds beautiful. And it drives like a proper mid-engine, front mid-engined sports car. even though it's 2,000 something kilos.
But that's what I'm impressed with any manufacturer at the moment, because even a 707 doesn't drive the way like it
No, the
weighs.
707 drives very well, and the Urus Performante drives very well.
I haven't driven one.
Both of those cars are a big step up from their standard cars.
Yeah.
Like the standard Urus, I always felt the weight was way too much over the front.
Yeah.
It just didn't feel like a Lamborghini should. Whereas the Performante, significant step forwards. Same with the DBX. The first DBX.
Yeah, that was trash. Let's be honest.
The first DBX,
that
the
was
combination in a way of looks, interior, and the way it drove just didn't feel like the price point and type of car it was trying to be. The 707, on the other hand, still has the problem with the interior, but I would bet an update of that is coming. But it had a significant improvement in dynamics.
100%.
And you know, for me, who loves the driving, I don't need the practicality necessarily sometimes, but that's not my primary focus. It's about how it drives. And that's why this, for me, is like the ultimate. And that's before you get onto the fun stuff, right? Because when you buy cars like this, it's not buying it because you need it for anything. You're buying it because it's cool and you want it. And, you know, fun things like open it up.
The Rolls-Royce doors in a Ferrari.
Yes.
I must say, it's a very pretty car to look at in real life. And I think that's what a lot of people need to do, is actually look at one, either at a dealership or if someone is in the position to buy one. But because it's a Ferrari, it's probably sold out to like 2035 or something.
They were fully sold out for the 3 years of the V12 production before it was introduced.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But it's not surprising because they can't make that many of these, right? Because of emissions and all of that. And it's got a massive V12.
That's crazy.
Right? Yeah. So production has to stay very small.
But do you think it's one of those, like, I'm not sure how much you can go into detail on that. Is it one of those Ferrari stories? Like, yeah, we got time. And sold it out for 3 years. No one really get the car. And then you have an SF90 scenario. Because at the end of the day,
the SF90 was never sold out.
No, but like in the big, 296. Okay, 296. Beginning 296, there was a long waiting list though. Germany, 2 years.
I think you have to also take time into consideration, because this happened for a lot of brands.
Yeah.
The car market's been very volatile in the last few years. So I am absolutely sure that if you asked for a 296 2 years ago, when COVID had gone past, everything was going great, late 2021, low interest rates, very buoyant market, a lot of people were throwing their names in for everything.
Yeah, money
Porsche,
was
Ferrari,
cheap.
Lamborghini, everything.
Money was cheap.
And everything was sold out.
Yeah.
Fast forward to this year, 6 months ago.
Way harder.
And this has taken a big turn. So, yes, the 296 has been impacted by that, for sure, from my understanding, but automatically locks. I close the doors.
Yeah, for safety reasons, right?
Yeah.
You don't.
You never know what might be around here.
Exactly. Very dangerous place. Yeah.
Do you know what? You can't turn it off on a Ferrari. You can't turn off the auto lock.
Seriously?
Yeah. All you can do is when you close the door, or rather when you've opened the door, if you unlock it. So when it's open, if you then unlock it, it will now, I think, if I've got it right, stay unlocked.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Because that's what I hated with our M5, because every time you left the car, it locked itself, you went to it, it opened.
Yeah.
And when you just had the key next to you, every time
sometimes
walking
you just want it to stay unlocked.
Exactly, just like
open.
be a car.
Yeah. So what we were saying about the 296, for sure that's had an impact.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised in the slightest. Have you not seen what the market did with 812 GTSs and Competizionis?
Yeah.
Like, the demand for these cars, but the limited amount that the manufacturer can produce has gone through the roof.
So true.
Look at the prices on the market for these. Have you ever looked yet?
Let's say I don't want to look, but
there's one advertised here. So I think the European price for this, roughly 500,000 euros, depending on specification.
Yeah.
There's one on Mobile DE at the moment for 1.1 million.
Jesus Christ. That's insane. 1.1 million.
I made a joke that in my garage, when the Zenvo was still in America, right, but the Ford GT is there, the SLS Black Series is there, the most expensive car in the garage
it's a Purosangue,
is this.
That's crazy. That is so crazy. That is
It's a funny one. But that's like any new car, that won't stay. That's somebody who wants the first one. Because like with any manufacturer, you know this with the cars you own, somebody like me only gets the allocation because Ferrari know I'm going to keep it.
Yeah.
Because I had an FF and a Lusso and a second Lusso and I did lots of miles. And it's the same for all other early customers. They're all either VIPs or people who they know will drive them. So none of them get sold. It's one of the reasons why the value is so high. Because no early owner
wants to get rid of it.
You know, there are future things and there are future things I haven't said yet in my Ferrari plans.
Potentially something is coming.
Yes.
No, but to be honest, if you pay 1.1, it's a good car, but not for 1.1. Like anyone wanting to buy that on Mobile, you are absolutely stupid. Like that is just
but the person
ridiculous.
who buys that is the person who 1.1 million euros is like buying a drink just in a supermarket. Like it's a can of Coke, you know? True. It's wanting a Purosangue, but not wanting to have to play the game. Yeah. Because, you know, this is my 6th Ferrari. I have 3 at the moment. And I guess I'm at the baby level, the entry level of owners in terms of having a Purosangue so soon. But like I say, the company, I find this really interesting because I know Lamborghini are trying to head in the same direction and so are so many other brands. Ferrari have the best understanding of the customer profiles of any manufacturer. They understand what that person uses their car for, what they do, what's suitable for them, and that type of thing. So, you know, they can look at my profile and they know I'm going to take delivery of this, stick some winter tires on it and go for a tour around Europe. It's like 3 weeks old and has 3,000 kilometers on it.
But that's how it's supposed to be, honestly. That's what I love about it. But it's crazy to think, actually I kind of wanted to do like a little review, you know, standing on the car, but now we're just chatting and I actually prefer that, it's quite nice. Very funny fact, 500 roughly in euro. 500. Because we're talking peak luxury you can get.
So it's interesting you say that because I've had a few people I've spoken with saying that the choice they have is like Purosangue versus Spectre. And you don't think
you don't get a Spectre.
Well, you don't necessarily think a 2-door electric Rolls and a 4-door V12 Ferrari are 2 cars you would compare, but they are 2 luxury, comfortable, powerful, enjoyable premium cars to own. So they do, that cost about the same money. So they do actually compete. Obviously, the Wraith is more a direct comparison. And when I had my Lusso, when I bought my first Lusso, I did actually think about buying a Wraith. So the Lusso and the Wraith did.
It's quite funny because you don't see those 2 brands working together at all, to be honest, I find.
I mean, most people would have one of each, right?
Exactly. So you don't and I don't.
So you don't have a Ferrari and I don't have a Rolls.
Exactly. So we're both messing up in life. That's fine.
I'm not complaining.
No, but okay, interior, some people love your specs, some people don't. I think for your specs, it's very important to see them in real life. Because as I told you before...
Well, it's also about purpose, right? For you, it's very easy. You're going to have every car in satin black, maybe with some red accents.
No.
Okay, sometimes carbon.
We have a white Vantage. What are you on about, Tim?
Okay, you have one car that's not satin black with red accents.
And that's carbon fiber, Tim. What are you saying?
Satin black.
We actually have one more car coming, which is not black, but I can't talk about it yet. Okay. You know it, though.
So for me, and people, I had a few people commenting, you know, that this is maybe a bit too predictable for me because I like blue cars, obviously. That's like somebody telling you, oh, you ordered black again.
Oh my God,
Obviously. But I wanted a car that I'm going to own for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. I don't know how long. That's elegant, that's smart, that just feels nice, that's a little bit more subtle. Because yes, you can get one of these in a bright yellow or something. But that's not going to fit what I want to do with it. Like, that's not what I want the car for and what it means in my garage. Like, I obviously know what future Ferraris are coming and what specifications I'm choosing for future Ferraris. So I know,
you might need a color which, you know...
So I know how these are going to look together, and that is very relevant.
Maybe you should,
But, you know...
No, but I get it. Honestly, for this car, again, on pictures, I really did not appreciate the tan for the looks of it. Or doesn't Ferrari call it like cognac or something?
Koyo,
okay. Koyo. Different. But it makes it look very luxurious.
Loads of luggage space. What's really weird with the shape, though, if I just close this for a second, is because it has this, like, bulbous rear end.
Just like DBX, though.
But that space you have inside, you don't think about it, because you think when it's open, you don't realize you have all of that space.
True.
So when you put in, like, this, that actually fits, even though it's hanging out to here. So you can put in suitcases, like the small ones that you take on the plane, you can fit them on their side, and they fit to, like, here.
And it goes down quite a lot, right?
Yeah, so that's a suitcase underneath, down into the back.
That's crazy.
My if I was going to guess, that's a convenient space for a future battery in a hybrid version.
Seriously?
Well, I'm guessing.
Yeah, definitely you're guessing.
Look at it.
It's a vague guess, very vague.
Yes, very vague. You know, they make a V6 hybrid in the sports cars, so they clearly...
It would make sense.
It would be a no-brainer. And that's one of the reasons for the demand of the V12s, because I think the V12 isn't going to exist forever. Yeah. What is interesting is that if you read anything online, or if you even hear the video clips of the spy shots, the 812 successor has an naturally aspirated V12.
Yeah, but with hybrid.
No, just V12. Listen to it. It sounds like just a V12. The clips I've seen and heard of that thing, obviously I don't know anything yet from an official capacity, but the clips I've seen and heard, it sounds like a new V12.
Well, rip to everyone who bought an A12 as an investment.
Who thought that was the last.
Exactly.
I don't think there will be many of them.
Yeah.
I think it will be similar to this, that there might be two powertrains and it starts with the V12, but we'll see. We'll see, you know?
But one thing we really need to point out on the car is this window. Like,
the window
I've never
design
been
is
more
kind of
intrigued
crazy.
by a window. It's insane, like that shape.
There's like a ripple
It's crazy.
in the glass. It follows this power line over the roof. It must be to do with aero under the spoiler. But the glass is shaped, which
And
is
just
quite weird.
imagine the development cost for that.
Imagine the replacement cost for that.
Yeah, that's even worse for you. Yeah, definitely.
At least, luckily, nobody can see your luggage and smash it to try and steal.
Yeah.
Because what's in there? Oops. Sorry, I've brought in some of the rainwater to your garage.
Thank you, Tim. Thank you. But it's British water, so it's fine. No, it's a lovely car. It's really, really, really good. But I think the most important thing would actually be to get some noise. If that is
noise.
possible.
Do you know what? You were just saying it's a lovely car, and I was thinking, but you haven't even heard it yet.
All right,
Obviously-
so basically, Ferrari law, I'm going to put my mic down here. Because it might get quite loud. Valves.
Ignore the valves. Obviously valved. So I can close the valve. Quieter. Nice to have that from factory.
My phone is going to go flying.
Not bad.
Kind of bad.
Valves.
Italian quality, yeah? No, it sounds sick, absolutely sick. To think that that is factory in 2023 is
I'm
absolutely
not complaining.
absurd.
That sells the car.
It honestly
And
does.
to drive with it, when you shift, when you drop down through the
Insane.
gears, it's the 8-speed gearbox, dual clutch, just boop, 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 boop. It's
Crazy.
cool.
Absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
Well, it's a beautiful car. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah. I think you need a nice, deep pearlescent blue paint car in your garage. Looks good down here.
Not sure about that.
Yeah?
No. Maybe in the future we'll actually get something painted. We wanted to... Actually, no, I can't say that. But yeah, theoretically
Secrets being
speaking, we
revealed.
could. Yeah. Let's see what happens in the future. But for now, I would like to say thank you, Tim.
That's all right. Are we being very formal here?
We're being very formal. We don't know each other.
Okay. Well,
Have a good one. I appreciate your time.
I'm sorry for not speaking much German.
Yeah, that's actually a big problem. That's why I think I should maybe do like 1 minute quickly in German.
Go for it.
Some people don't
See you
appreciate
later.
me speaking English. I'm like, yo, learn.
I'm sorry.
It's the SATINCREW school, you know?
The SATINCREW School of English.
Yeah. Would you maybe pass your mic to Luz? That'd be great.
I've been told.
You've been told.
See ya. Bye.
Thank you very much, Team. So, dann noch mal ganz kurz ein bisschen was auf Deutsch. Für die Leute, die Englisch nicht verstehen. Ist, glaube ich, gar nicht so schlecht, oder?
Ja.
Wir haben jetzt viel rumgelabert, war wirklich schön. Ein riesengroßes Dankeschön an diesen attraktiven jungen Herren. Well,
Something this young man.
no, I just said thank you to the very young and attractive man. You know, need to be a nice one here. Wie ihr mitbekommen habt, Purosangue ist hier, sieht unfassbar gut aus in echt. Also ich habe es wirklich nicht erwartet, dass das Auto so schön ist.
Ja.
Das kommt komplett anders rüber als auf Video und Bildern. Als auf Video und Bildern. Ist wirklich ein tolles Auto, was sagst du?
Wunderschön.
Wir sind ja vor ein
Also-
kleines Stückchen gefahren.
Ja.
Gefahren.
Boah, also Downshifts und der Sound.
Das ist krass. Es ist
Und der
echt krass.
zieht echt gut. Also wir sind ja 707 verwöhnt.
Ja, sind wir auch.
Aber der hält, glaube ich, mit.
Ich glaube, der ist schneller, definitiv. Hat ja auch mehr Leistung, muss man sagen. 725 PS in dem Auto. Wie gesagt, der große 6,5 Liter V12 Sauger. Und wirklich ein schönes Auto. May I open the door? Just asking.
No.
Okay, sorry, Tim. You know, I'd rather ask you... Wait, oh my God, you need to go like that. else you can't grab the handle. Engineering fault right there.
Why didn't you just do it right the first time?
Hier kann man noch mal gucken, schön mit dem Passenger Display. How much did you pay for the passenger display? Because I remember them being absolutely...
That's standard.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I remember FF, it was so expensive.
Yeah, that's standard. The high-end 22 speaker Burmester sound system is standard.
Justifies the price, I guess.
There's quite a lot of standard stuff, technology-wise, which is great.
Oh, stunning car. Absolutely stunning. Ja gut, dann würde ich sagen, beenden wir hier dann mal das Video. Na, wir haben jetzt auch noch mal kurz ein bisschen Deutsch geredet. Natürlich, falls ihr Tim noch nicht abonniert habt, ich glaube, die Chance ist wahrscheinlich sehr gering. Aber, wie gesagt, rein da. Danke fürs Zuschauen. Denkt dran, zu liken, abonnieren, Glocke zu drücken und zu teilen. Wir sehen uns beim nächsten Mal. Tschüss.